Yo everybody, welcome back to the Britball YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we are finally, as promised a while ago, we are going to start and complete our mock draft 2.0. We are going to be using a website this time as opposed to creating graphics. I'm sure some of you might be familiar with this, thedraftnetwork.com. It's basically a draft simulator, but we can do it ourselves. We'll be going through all 32 teams, obviously, in round one. But the only difference this time is that we are not doing two separate drafts. What we're going to do is you're going to take care of all the odd numbers from 1 to 32. I'll take care of all the even numbers from 1 to 32.
We are acting as GMs of the teams, rapid fire. We're on the clock. We have to react to each other's picks. We're going to take it in turns.
We have not told each other who we are going to be taking each position, so we have to react as it happens between the two of us. And we'll have to take it from there. Obviously, this is going to be like a half and half draft mixed together. So obviously there'll be some picks where you don't agree with, some you do agree with. Some of our players might drop, but we might put them somewhere else. It's just how the cookie crumbles. But apart from that, we're ready. There is obviously also no trades as well. No trades in this because we can't do it in this app.
Okay, well I'm going to go first.
Oh, no, we've got the special message.
Shit, special message really quick. If you enjoy the video, please sub. It will make our day. Don't want to drag this intro out. Right, let's go. I'm first up. You know what I'm going for.
They take Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
The sure prospect.
Yeah.
Let's go, Ollie.
That's me.
I'll just do the mouth.
Okay, I want to take... I mean, there's a lot of people that you can do a lot of things here, but I'm going to take Zach Wilson after the pro day that he has had. You do not miss up on a prospect like
no concern
Zach
about
Wilson.
that he's thin or anything.
No. I think Darnold's past it, and Zach Wilson is the guy.
Okay, so I'm the 49ers GM now, and I'm not buying this Matt Jones thing. I think it's a bit of smoke screen. I'm gonna go. Oh fuck! Do I go Trey Lance? Or do I go Justin Fields? You know what? I'm gonna go Justin Fields. He's not been like, no one's buying his stock. He has been going down a bit, but I think he might go. So yeah. So
this is an interesting one. Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. What do? Everyone's been saying they want a quarterback, and if you look at the team needs, it's fifth. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm really not buying it. I think Matt Ryan's got another... I think he's got 2 years left on his contract. You're not going to get a quarterback to sit on the bench for 2 years. So I'm going to go for Kyle Pitts. There has been some talk as well that he's been on Zoom calls with them. And I'm buying it. I don't think they're going for a quarterback.
2 Zoom calls. One in person meet. Another Zoom call.
Yeah, I'm going Kyle Pitts out of Florida.
Right, Bengals. There's been talk. Burrow's pushing the Bengals to try and get his LSU partner, Jamar Chase. But I think the Bengals need to go, no, we're going to protect you for your own good. I don't want your leg to break again. We're going to go for a sure prospect. That's Penei Sewell out of Oregon. Dolphins
traded back into the top 10, obviously, after giving up the third pick. And they're in a healthy position. They've got all the weapons here. So I'm going to go for Jamar Chase out of LSU. They need a weapon for Tua if he's going to survive in the NFL. And... you know, Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the draft, so go for it.
Okay, so now on the Lions, I'm in the GM role.
Has to be one position.
And it is horrible. And does Goff need a weapon? He needs a weapon. Do they need defensive players? They need defensive players. It's really hard. And I want to go wide receiver. I want to go linebacker. I don't know what to choose. But I'm going to go wide receiver after Golladay went. We're going to choose Devontae Smith.
Wow. Supposed to Waddle.
Yeah. He's my wide receiver too. I'm going to go for him. And you're Carolina on the board. Your own GM. Your own team.
There's no beating the bush. We're obviously going to go for Trey Lance if he's still on the board here.
Let's go.
Joe Brady and Matt Rule turned out to his pro day. We're obviously interested in him. We need a quarterback. Obviously, we need O-line as well. But if Trey Lance drops to us, we are not moving off of him. Trey Lance.
There's all this talk that Mac Jones isn't going to go past number 8. So
no, I don't buy it. I'm not buying it.
Okay. I'm the Broncos GM, number 9. You know what? I'm feeling a bit of a wild card here. No one has them taken quarterback. They haven't taken corner, but I'm gonna say they're going to wake up and smell the coffee. Drew Lock's the only thing holding this team back. We're going Matt Jones. We're going to have a punt. Let's go. Matt
They
Jones.
signed the Chicago corner as well. I forgot his name.
Yeah, that's secondary sorted.
Yeah.
Fuller.
Fuller, that's the one. Well, in that case, I've got two beautiful corners to choose from, but out of the two of them, I'm going to go for Patrick Surtain.
Lockdown.
I don't remember what I said in the first draft, but their secondary clearly needs help. Was it Diggs was injured last season, so you need to get some extra help, and Patrick Surtain, go for it.
So, right now, I think the Giants here, it's a bit of a sticky position. If they go edge here, I'd say it's a reach, in my opinion. But then, it's a big need. I don't know, though.
It's not a big need.
I don't know. I'm feeling, are they just going to stack this offense up? Are they going to go receiver? But no, they've got Golladay. I'm just going to go with someone who's had a good pro day. A lot of his stock's rising. I'm going to go Jalen Phillips out of Miami, who is my best edge rusher in this class, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, this is a difficult one because...
You got any position.
Yeah, their roster is awful. Rashawn Slater was a huge prospect. But Jalen Waddle, he's a brilliant wide receiver, so I'm stuck between the two. But if I had to choose one, I'd give Jalen Hurts a weapon. I'd go for Jalen Waddle out of Alabama.
Yeah.
Difficult decision, but I reckon it's perfect.
Yeah,
and
fair
it's
enough.
set you up perfectly.
This has set me up perfectly. According to PFF, the worst O-line in the league, we're going to give Herbert some much deserved help. And we're going to go for a great pick here in Rashawn Slater. What a pick that will be.
Yeah. Vikings need help on the edge desperately. There was talk that they were going for Gregory Rousseau, but he hasn't had that much experience, and I've seen a lot of people go for a different one, and I'm going to go for it as well on the same lines. I'm going to go for Kwity Paye, the edge out of Michigan. He's a lot more polished than Gregory Rousseau. He's a lot more experienced at the position after Gregory Rousseau was transferred, but I think it'll work out for them. So Kwity Paye.
Okay, so if you're the Patriots now, you're wondering, there's no quarterbacks left. So, I'm going to go for a Belichick pick. The one thing he does know how to draft, linebackers. I think he will fall in love with Micah Parsons, and he'll use him very well in a defense that's coming back. We're going to go Micah Parsons.
And this has played out perfectly for both of us so far. And I'd like to reiterate, we have actually not spoken about this. We promise it, but it has worked out perfectly for the two of us unintentionally. I mean, the Cardinals, again, it says their biggest team need is a corner. And what do we have here? We've got a very, very bright prospect. So I'm going to go for J.C. Horn out of South Carolina. They let some big name free agents go, and I think corner is a big need for them. So we've got to replace it.
Okay. I want to be entirely accurate with the Raiders here. It is... the Raider unknown is one of the best things of draft day. And I'm not going to scroll all the way down and pick some fast guy just because it's the Raiders. I'm just going to choose as if I was the GM personally and my job was on the line. So, what would I do? Well, their big need was edge, but they got on Ngakwe. What do they need now? Offensive line. So, I'm going to go Darisaw. Easy.
Dolphins' second pick of this draft, edge, running back, tight end, linebacker. I don't buy the edge. I think you've got a prospect there in Najee Harris, and I like him. He's on the board. I'm going to go for him. Their rushing game is poor, and if you're going to make the most out of Tua, you give him another weapon. So give him a class running back in Najee Harris.
Fair enough. Well, it's worked out pretty good for Washington here. They've got a few needs. I want to go receiver for him. I really do. You know what? I'm going receiver. And in my opinion, my next one on the board's Tony. So I'm going Kadarius Toney out of Florida.
I would agree.
Bosh.
Chicago. Team needs quarterback. Even this draft simulator knows that Andy Dalton is not QB number one, but they've come out and said it. So I want to give him some protection in that case. They need a tackle, need a wide receiver. What can you do? But I'm going to give him Tevin Jenkins, the tackle out of Oklahoma State. He's risen up the board considerably since our first mock draft, and if you're going to get the most out of Dalton, I suppose you help him as best you can. So yeah, Tevin Jenkins.
So now you've got the Colts, who have their O-line has gone down in this off-season. They have lost a couple pieces, but I'm really torn here. I really want to give them a corner or wide receiver. This is actually a pretty hard position.
I think I know which one I take.
I want to go Caleb Fairley. I really do.
I'm surprised he dropped this far.
I really do. But then Elijah Vera Tucker. No. I'm going to go in my gut. I'm going to go Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech.
He's fallen far. Everyone's got him that Broncos. The Broncos Cowboys duo. Both of them
that's
taken.
JC Horn.
Well, JC Horn has risen up, but it's Caleb Farley and Patrick Surtain. So he's fallen very far. Titans. They need help.
Sniffed it out under the Titans' nose, really.
Yeah, this has put me in a bit of a predicament. You've got some class players here, great corners, some great wide receivers, but you just lost Corey Davis. I think Tannehill could probably use some help, and I think you've got a better wide receiver than corners available here. So I'm going to go for Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. They just replace some fallen soldiers.
And the Jets. Okay, so what have they just drafted? They just drafted Zach Wilson out of BYU, right?
Yep.
So you was the GM previously. Now I'm the GM.
You're the GM.
What am I going to do? I'm going to give him some protection. I'm going to go Elijah Vera Tucker.
I would have done that as well. Brilliant. Yeah, good choice. Steelers. Najee Harris could have easily fallen here. Need a corner. But their O-line is awful. So if I was them, there's been a lot of names flying up recently, and I'm looking at two right now, and I'm stuck between them. But I'm going to go with the one that I had going earlier, and I'm going to stick to it in Samuel Cosme, the tackle out of Texas. Their O-line is poor. It doesn't help their running game, so they have to make do with the same running back again. But at least their O-line is better.
Okay, now Jacksonville, and I don't even care if someone just take an O-line. This is their second pick. They need to protect their big man. So I'm going to go with someone who's been rising up quite a few boards. There's whispers of the Bills that are monitoring lots, but I don't think he's going to fall that far. I think Eichenberg from Notre Dame is going to go here.
The Browns, as you can see, they've got a lot of defensive problems. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I'll go for a Russo as well.
I think that'll be a good pick. Good old pick. Oh. Woo. Well, the Ravens. I think there's two glaring needs here. Personally, I think they need edge bad. They need wide receiver bad. And this is a hard one here. But there is some really good edge prospects left here. And wide receiver, there has been a bit of a rush for them. So I think they're going to be clever. They're always pretty clever. They'll go best available. I'm going to go Azeez Ojulari out of Georgia. The
Saints I've been given a right mess here. Half their roster's gone and more of it will go. Out of all the positions there they really need, I think number one, well, they've just released Emmanuel Sanders, haven't they? They've released Janoris Jenkins. I want to go for wide receiver. If you've got a brand new quarterback, you want to give him all the help you get. So I want to give him Terrence Marshall Jr. out of LSU. Another LSU wide receiver going in the first round.
Part of that offense.
Yeah. If you've got what's his name, Jameis Winston, the brand new quarterback, you want to help as much as possible. So give him another weapon.
All right. So now we've got Green Bay. Are we going to give Aaron Rodgers a weapon? They're in a tough spot here because there's been a big rush on receiver, and not a lot of their needs are left. And then you've got the wide receivers left. You've just got Rondale Moore, and his height he shrunk a couple inches. I think he's now 5'7", so that's a hard one.
The next best thing.
Am I gonna go for next best thing? Elijah Moore. I think I'm going to go for Greg Newsome here because they've got their cornerback one. Greg Newsome can really slot in that system. I'm going to go there. I would have taken wide receiver, but I just think they'll be dumb to reach.
Your team. I've got to be careful because you're going to judge me heavily here. There's a few positions, not a lot. There's a few positions you could take. Obviously, corner, edge. Receiver, I don't receive. You've just signed Emmanuel Sanders. Running back,
how's wide receiver in
there? It probably isn't updated. But running back, yeah, your running game is poor, and Travis Etienne is a very good. I mean, he's just sat behind Trevor Lawrence all season. But I'm going to go with one that I think you need most, and that is an edge presence. So I'm not going to give you Owe. I want to give you Gregory Rousseau because
Yeah.
he is first round
That's
quality.
what I would have done. That's what I would have done.
He's not first round. He is first round quality, but I don't think he's as high as what people should be. And Quitty Pay's ahead of him. So yeah, edge presence.
Okay, shit, yeah, it's me. Alright, from the Chiefs here, I don't think they're gonna reach. I think they can afford to go best available here. And O-line's a need. Well, they've just got some new O-linemen. They'll figure it out. They can go best available. It's the Chiefs. People want to flock there. So, I'm going to go best available. It's a hard one. There's been a lot of good players taken. But you know what I'm going to go for? I think they appreciate speed kills. They don't care if people are small. We're going to go Rondale Moore out of Purdue. The small midget, but speeds a lot of Tyreek Hill. So yeah, speed kills.
Now I've got the Super Bowl champs, and they could literally go wherever they want. Obviously, there's their needs there, as you can see on the screen. Wide receiver, is Antonio Brown going to come back? I don't know, but there's too many wide receivers gone, I think, for me to even have a look at them. Edge, Joseph Asai, inside lineman, but there is one player who is catching my eye, and I think I did have them taking the same position in the first mock draft, and that is interior defensive lineman, and there is one that is staring at me, and that is Christian Barmore out of Alabama.
Huge.
And that is our draft, as you can see.
Yeah, I mean,
there are some names that we did miss out, and I would love to have get them in the first round, but unfortunately there's only 32 picks, and there's more than 32 first round prospects.
Definitely the safety. I can't pronounce his name. Same the life.
I think it's Morig.
Yeah, I mean he could definitely go in the first round, but I definitely think Barrymore,
Travis Etienne,
100% deserves to be a first round pick after that national championship game.
Yep.
He's really sold himself, and I really like that. I really like that first round. I think we've done a good job.
Yeah, I mean, considering the two different minds coming together, there will be some positions I change. There will be some positions that he changed, but not many, to be honest. I think we've done quite well. He's played out quite well for us, but obviously, on draft day, anything can happen. Trades can happen. Trades will happen, but we just have to see. But this is as it stands. I think we've done all right.
Okay, so that's the video. We are going to be releasing our position rankings soon, going through every position in the draft, our top 5 players. And more content coming your way, guys. We've just filmed 9 videos today, so we're going to be releasing them over the next few days. And we'll catch you guys next time. Any support appreciated. Thanks a lot.